we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm just waiting for a few more people. I see them coming in to the line, and we're going to go ahead and dive right on into this here. But again, open your hearts, open your minds, and I pray that you will receive that in Jesus' name, and that we can, that we'll all be sitting one day wealthier and healthier in our lives, all right, when it comes to finances. All right, so we're going to go ahead now and kind of get started here. And I'm going to go ahead and take off the camera. So go ahead and do, you guys can mute your cameras because we do record this. And then sit back, relax, and stay tuned. The cameras can be a distraction. That's why I want to go ahead and mute them. I want somebody to focus on what we're teaching and not your neighbor, so to speak. All right. So now we do have, after this class, the Intro to Forex class, for new members, we have a beginners trading class that we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now that class is 6 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Eastern, and that is on Tuesday and Thursdays. All right, and so Tuesdays, what we do is we try to get people Metatrader 4 downloaded and Hugo's Way, get a demo account and learn how to take a trade alert. And then Thursdays, we go a little bit further and where we start talking about the back office and some things like support and resistance, some terminology, how to look at the charts and let it not scare you and stuff like that. We're all going to be working on a video, a quick video to how to get a demo account, how to download a demo account, how to download Metatrader 4 and set up a demo account. And so we're going to do, my wife and I are going to put a quick video together soon. That way we'll be able to just send that to people. So before they go to our the new beginners trading class, you'll have some stuff set up. And that way we can kind of go into some more trading terms and terminology and techniques. And so that's what we're working on now, guys. So again, after this, Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we do our new beginners class. All right. So we'll go ahead and mute the cameras now, and then we'll go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I have a question.
Sure.
So this is not for beginners?
No, this is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No,
okay.
We have a new beginners class that's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was in the wrong session.
No, you're good.
You. Okay.
All right, guys. So you're all in the right session. Don't get nervous, guys. This is an introduction to Forex. This prepares you. You get to see how money actually works. You see how things work. And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started here. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So as you see here, this is Forex Trading, Intro to Forex Trading, I should say. And again, guys, Forex education is something that's flat out amazing. I can't begin to tell you how great this thing is. I just can't begin to tell you how wonderful this thing is. All right, so we're going to read the disclaimer real quickly, and then we'll go ahead and dive right in.
All right. We make every effort to accurately represent these services, just can't guarantee you'll earn any money, as it depends on the person using the products, services, ideas, and techniques provided, and you are responsible for all taxable income. Now, we're going to go over a quick agenda. So we're going to discuss what is Forex, what are Forex basics, and how you can start making money. There's 2 different ways we're going to go over, so stay tuned.
All right. So when we're talking about Forex, let's start with the beginning. First thing is, what does it stand for? Right. So Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's a 6.8, really it's like a $7.5 trillion market, and it's the largest financial market in the world. Just like you have a stockbroker that trades stocks, you have day traders that trade currency. So when you learn the skill set, you're learning something that day traders actually do. All right. So when we talk about conducting a foreign exchange transaction or actually working in foreign exchange market, if you have ever traveled into to another country, you have actually had to exchange the currency from what you had to the currency of the local country that you just traveled to. And so in doing that, you just conducted a foreign exchange transaction. Now, what we're going to do is look at that on a global scale. So when we talk about working in the Forex market, we're talking about banks and businesses who trade currencies. So there's always been, some truth to all rumors, so to speak. And we've all learned about banks and what they do with your money. We've heard about it, right? We heard about these rumors. The banks take your money and they do all these different things with your money. They do stuff with your 401k and all this other stuff. Well, what are they doing exactly? Well, I'm here to tell you, this is what they do with your money, right? They take all your bank fees, your overdraft fees, they take your money in your savings account and your checking account, and they trade it on the foreign exchange market and make a ton of money off of that. Okay, they literally trade cents for dollars, and I'll show you guys tonight how powerful it is and how much money you can make off just a little bit of change, nickels and dimes, so to speak. Okay, and so when we're talking about trading in itself, it's important to learn the terminology when it comes to trading. Okay, when you travel to a city or somewhere else, you like to know the airport where you're traveling, right? When we go to Atlanta, we say ATL. We go to LA, we say LAX. We go to New York, we say JFK, because we like to familiarize ourselves with the airports. Well, when we come to Forex trading, it's important that you familiarize yourself with currency pairs. Most of us know USD is US dollars, right? But there's also other currencies out here like EUR is Euro, JPY is the Japanese yen, GBP is the British pound, CHF is the Switzerland franc, CAD is a Canadian dollar, AUD is Australian dollar, NZD is New Zealand dollar. All right, so those are the major currency pairs that a day trader actually trades when they get into the foreign exchange market. And so when we're talking about trading, most of us trade our talents and our time for money, right? We go to work for 40 hours, and then, at the end of the week, we get a paycheck. All right. So what we want to learn is how the 1% or how rich people actually do it, right? They don't work for money, right? They let money work for them so that they have free time to go travel and go see other places in the world and stuff like that. And sometimes if you guys, you probably didn't even realize it, but if you ever been to a Starbucks and you see people on their laptops and you want to know what are they doing? Well, a lot of them are doing this, right? They're not going to an office and actually do work. And that's the key to this, right? We want to know how to maximize our time so that we can benefit from a lot of things. Okay, so when we're talking about trading and the element of actually trading itself, we're talking about leveraging money to generate money. Now, we trade cents for dollars, make money within seconds, minutes, or even hours, right? So the foreign exchange market itself is actually open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week when we're dealing with currency. And if you're into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, you can actually trade on that 24/7. And so with technology the way it is nowadays, you can actually trade anywhere in the world, just as long as you have some kind of laptop, smartphone, iPad, and you can have Wi-Fi and the internet on there. You can trade anywhere in the world. Okay, so that's actually really important because we want to be able to be traveling somewhere. We have those dreams of being on an island somewhere and making money. Those dreams are attainable with foreign exchange. So when you actually learn to trade in the foreign exchange market, you want to maximize your wins so that you rarely lose, right? You'll learn when to buy, when to sell, and when to do nothing in the market. For example, just this week, the president said he was in a hospital, right? The markets kind of tumbled a little bit. Then he said he wasn't going to do anything with Congress for negotiation with the stimulus package. The markets dropped, right? So days like that, you probably wouldn't do a lot of trading, right? I didn't do a lot of trading, and I did do some trading, and I lost some money. Okay, but you want to maximize your wins, right? So when we talk about wins, we're talking about winning a trade. We're not talking about Vegas. This is not slot machines, okay? This is not betting. This is a skill set that you'll learn so that you can actually become a successful trader, all right? So some more terminology that we're going to learn when we're talking about foreign exchange itself. just like currency pairs, you want to know there's two things you have to do with any trade, right? You either buy, which the market prices are going up, or you sell when the market prices are going down. Well, if you're into stocks, you hear something called a bull market. You probably didn't know what that means. That means the market is actually good, it's rising. So a good way to remember that is to think about a bull's horns, right? The bull horns are going up. If you're talking about a bear market or selling, you think about a bear paws, right? A bear, the animal, their paws are going down, right? So a bull market, horns going up, bear market, bear paws are going down. We're selling in that market, okay? So when it's all said and done, how do we actually get into trading itself? Well, the first thing you have to have when you go into trading is a brokerage account. And so a lot of times we watch commercials on TV and we see brokers and we don't even realize that they are brokers, like E-Trade, right? They're a broker. TD Ameritrade, they're brokers. And so the goal when you're looking to trade is you to find a broker that would allow you to open up a brokerage account with a small amount of money, maybe $50, $100, let you go into the foreign exchange market, and you go onto a software called Metatrader 4, and then you begin trading. And so you want to get some profits, and then you want to get out of the foreign exchange market, transfer your profits to your bank account, and go on with your day. All right. And so that's the beautiful thing about this. It's formatted so that out of that account you really trade like cents, all right, for dollars. And we call it MT4. Like I said, it's Metatrader 4. It's a platform. It's where you actually go into to trade in the foreign exchange market. And we'll go over that when you get into the new beginners class, where we'll show you how to set up a demo account, a demo brokerage account, and how to download Metatrader 4 and actually look at how it actually works. Okay. And so the next thing that I want you guys to learn, and when it comes to terminology, is actually something what we call a lot size. So this is kind of the bread and butter part right here. When we're talking about a lot size, traditional math has taught us that 0.01 is 1 penny. Well, in the foreign exchange market, you have to convert that. So 0.01, you have to move the decimal one place to the right every single time before you actually make a trade. So 0.01, which looks like 1 penny, is really 10 cents. 0.10 that looks like 10 cents is really $1. 1.00, which looks like $1, is really $10 because you're moving a decimal one place to the right. And 10 looks like 100, and 100 looks like is really 1,000. All right. So what I'm going to do here real quickly is we're going to do a little exercise and then what I'm going to do here, you guys going to mute yourselves. I'll put the lot size, and then you convert it and tell me what the currency, what the answer is in USD. 0.70 is
$7.
$7.
Perfect. All right. 2.00, what would that be?
$20.
$20. Perfect.
20.
All right. 0.05 would be
50 cents.
50
50
cents.
cents. Perfect. All right. 2.10 would be
$21.
$21. Perfect. 11.00 would be
$110.
$110. And what is 1.50?
$15.
$15. All right. You guys are amazing class. I love it. All right. So now you guys have done the first major thing, and actually the most important thing when it comes to doing a trade. All right. Because 0.70 that looks like 70 cents, it makes a huge difference. And I'll show you guys in a minute when you think of 70 cents, but it's really $7 that you're actually putting into a trade, or 2.00, but it's really $20. It makes a huge difference. All right. So let's look at something what we call here, this little screen here. This is what you'll see in a program called Trading View. And so whenever you see any kind of trader talking about trades and lot sizes, the next thing I want to teach you guys is something called a pip. All right. So a pip is what's called point in percentage. It's the measurement of the price going up and down. So this is what actually happens when you actually put in a trade, right? So when you put in an actual trade in the foreign exchange market, the price goes up or it goes down. And so the movement of the price going up and down is what we call a pip. So this is an example of a buy trade, okay? So we go into the market. When you see these little things in here, these light blue and red things, we call those candlesticks, all right? Again, we'll go over that in new beginners trading class, but those little things are called candlesticks. And so within those candlesticks is where the pips are, and that's when they start going up and down. And so in this case, when we say it's a buy trade, remember now, buy means what, right? It's a bull market. It means just going up. So you see these little things here, all these called candlesticks, they're moving upwards in an upward trajectory. So we will go in, is what we call an entry point. This is where we go into the trade itself, and we put this little number that you see all the way to the right, we'll put that in Metatrader 4. And then the next thing that we want to do is we want to take profit, or you'll hear the word TP, take profit, right? This is where we want to go ahead and win the trade because it's going up. And so at the end of, we put it in Metatrader 4, we'll get a profit because this trade is a buy trade and it went in the direction that we wanted it to go. So well, let's just say I put in for a buy trade, but the market tells me they're going to go into a sell trade. It's going to go the opposite way. Well, I don't want to lose all my money because I put in for a buy trade. Well, the next thing that we have to put in an actual trade is something called a stop loss. Okay, so that protects us so that we don't lose all our money in our in our brokerage account. All right. So if it's a buy trade and it's supposed to go up but ends up going down, well, you can actually get out the trade manually, or it'll stop at the stop loss that you put in there, and you don't end up losing all of your money. All right. So how you calculate pips? Again, this is really more for the new beginners class. But just for example, you'll take your entry point minus either your take profit or stop loss. We call it your exit point. And you would actually take, for example, that number that's all the way to the right in the little diagram that I had a few seconds ago. The entry point is 1.1200. Always take off the last number and then you subtract it. So you try the entry point minus the either take profit or the stop loss minus the last number, and then you'll see how many pips that you actually have for this particular trade. And so when we talk about the pips and how important those pips are, remember the pip is a measurement of the price going up and down within the trade. So the first thing, this is what you would actually do here to calculate how much money you make when you make a trade. So if you have a lot size of 0.10 and the price moves up 10 pips, well, at whatever the entry point is, well, the first thing you always do is what? You got to convert the lot size. So we've learned today 0.10 is really $1. You multiply that by 10 pips. And so for the trade, you just made $10, essentially. Okay? So that's really how it actually works. The good news is that you don't have to actually calculate this manually. That's what we have a Metatrader for. So when you put in the trade and you put in for a buy or a sell, it automatically calculates that for you and lets you know how much money that you actually profit, all right, or even loss. So the most important thing, even though that's great and learning the lot sizes and learning how to actually calculate the trade, we got to learn risk management, right? Because we don't want to risk more than we actually have in our brokerage account. So for example, before we do a trade, you're really supposed to do this as risk management. So there's a lot size here of 0.05. First thing you got to do is convert it. And we've learned that's 50 cents. Remember, and then you multiply that by 30 pips, right? The movement in the market. Well, your stop loss will be $15. So if the trade goes in the opposite direction, I risk losing only $15. Well, what would happen if take the same kind of trade, 50 cents, and then I multiply by 90 pips, which would be my take profit. So example, the buy trade is going up. Well, let's see, in this case, my profit would be $45, okay? So I would take the 50 cents, multiply by 90 pips, and $45 will be my profit, all right? So this is a trade that you should actually do. So now let's look at how all of this, everything that we just kind of learned here real quickly, how do we put all this together? What does it look like? All right. Well, this is what it looks like in Metatrader 4, which is the software that we use. And the first thing that you see on here is your currency pair, right? Euro to USD. And the next thing you see here is what is a buy, and then you see 3.00. Now, what we learned tonight is 3.00 is not $3. All right. That's your lot size. And that 3.00 has to be converted, right? We know that's $30. Move the decimal one place to the right. So this is a $30 buy trade. Now, the next thing you'll see under that is the 1.12643. That would be your entry point. That's where you got into the trade. And then the 1.12884, that will be your take profit, okay? Now, the next thing you see here is your date and time of the trade, and then your profit. And in this case, this particular trader had a $30 trade that net them a profit of $723 for that one trade. Okay, that is somebody's paycheck for a whole week. All right, this person did it in one trade. Okay, so for the entire week, this particular trader made a profit of $12,631.50, and then they actually deposited $2,002.31 into their brokerage account. So their total balance for the week was $14,633.81. All right. Now let's look at the opposite of that win, so to speak. Again, it's a currency Euro to USD. It's a buy trade, 2.00 lot size, or $20, because we got to convert it. And then you see the 1.13258, which is the entry point. But then you see the 1.13109. That would be the stop loss, okay? Because the trade did not go in the direction that this trader wanted it to go. And they ended up losing $298, okay? So we know that blue is profit, red is a loss. And when in the beginning, when I told you guys about maximizing your wins, as you can see for this particular trader only had 2 losses, right? You see 2 red in here, but the majority of it is blue, which means it's a profit. And that's what you want when you actually start trading, all right? So let's look at a sell trade real quickly. Yeah, GBP USD is the currency pair, the pound and US dollar. It's a sell trade, and then a 7.50 lot size. You got to convert it. And we learned that moving the decimal one place to the right, this is a $75 trade. And taking that trade, this particular trader had a profit of $2,047.50, okay? That is somebody's paycheck for 2 weeks. All right, they made it in one trade. So just imagine what the banks are doing with your money, right? All right, so some of you guys have more than $75 in your 401k. So just imagine what the bank's doing with that. They're making money. They're making $2,000 off every $75 that they take off your 401k. They're making money. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you what I make. All right, I wouldn't be a good teacher if I didn't show you what I can do. All right, how many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in a savings account? Exactly. Nobody gets rich off putting money in a savings account. All right. You can put money in your savings account and it'll accumulate. However, you're not building any interest with that, and you're not going to be as profitable when you could take that money and trade it. So in this case, when you see on here, you see US 30. This is indices. It's something I said you could trade on the foreign exchange market. The US 30 is the top 30 companies in the US, right? All the Amazons and Facebooks, Apple, all of that. And again, remember, you could trade other things in the market. You don't have to just trade currency. You could trade cryptocurrency. You could trade oil. So in this case, I did US 30. US 30 they have a bigger spread. It's more volatile, but it's higher risk and definitely higher reward. So in this case here, for example, I did a sell trade and did 0.09, which we know is 90 cents. And I made like $243, right? And then the next one I made like 175, then 171, all off of 90 cents, okay? This is the power of money, right? Nobody actually sat down and taught us all this stuff, right? We went to school, but nobody taught us how money actually works. And that's the key thing right here, right? We need to understand the power of money, right? 90 cents, $10, $20, $50 and you're netting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $2,000, $3,000. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? But this is the power of money. Okay. Now it would be great for all of us to make $14,000 in a week. Or in my case, I made like $1,000. I was making $1,000 a day. Trading, that generally ballpark what I make. It just depends. I may make more, I may make less. Just depends on what kind of day it is and what kind of market it is. Sometimes I overtrade, so I've lost money. So again, guys, it's all about risk management when you're actually trading. But let's just say you get into this thing and you're like, you know what, I'm a beginner trader. I want to make money. This is a beginner trader right here, right? They took a Euro to USD to like a $9 trade, made $8. That's a typical beginner trader right there. Then they did another buy trade, made $11, and then $18 and $17 and $18. Well, at the end of the day, remember, you have 24 hours to make as much money as you want in a foreign exchange market. So they made $584 in one day. Trading, well, let's just round it down for a second, right? So let's just say you make $500 a day trading. Well, it's 5 days a week where the market is open 24 hours. So 500 times 5 is $2,500 a week. Multiply it by 4, that's $10,000 a month you can make in trading. Okay, 10 grand a month you can make in trading. Well, what can you do with 10 grand a month? Okay, well, let's look at something here real quickly. I pulled up a house that's for sale. Matter of fact, this is a real house that's for sale. And I did the little mortgage calculator just to kind of calculate what it could do. Now, this is $1 million home. I took the $10,000, I put it down as a down payment, 30-year fixed mortgage with some property taxes here. And the mortgage is $6,442. Well, if you're making 10 grand a month, of course, you'll have to factor in HOA fees, utilities, and all that. But the point is, your dreams are attainable. And off of simply making $500 a day trading, just simply doing this, what like that you saw here, making $8 in a trade, $10 in a trade, $16 in a trade, $11 in a trade, and just keep going and going and going until you reach your goal. And so that's the power of money, right? Because if you're a $500 a day trader, you're a six-figure trader, right? That's $10,000 a month times 12 months is $120,000 a year. Okay, guys, it's the power of money. It's knowing how money works. Okay, nobody's ever there's never been I've never seen something that's laid out a direct path to be wealthy. Haven't seen it, guys. This is the most beautiful thing, right? This is not weight loss, some kind of diet pills and this. I don't knock any of that stuff, but I've understand that the richest people in the world, the 1%, operate in the financial market, right? That's what they do. And so a lot of times we've missed out on opportunities, guys, in our lives with stocks and other stuff. But this is the most beautiful thing. And this right here, you don't need a degree to learn. You don't need none of this stuff. You can change generational lives. You can change your whole family's lifestyle just by learning how to trade. Your kids can learn how to trade. Your spouse can learn how to trade. Your friends can learn how to trade, right? And you don't have to get $1 million home. My point is, but look what does a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home look like now? If that's $1 million home, now you're making $10,000 a month. That's attainable. And that's not even counting your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, anybody like that you have with you. I mean, this is an amazing skill set to learn. It's an amazing thing to have, the power to make as much money as you want to make, right? That's why I prayed in the beginning to open your ears and open your hearts and open your mind to break that generational curse of you having to work every day and work hard. All right. People say, you got to work hard for everything. No, you don't. You got to work smarter, not harder. Right. The higher you go in corporate America, the less work you actually do. Right. You actually delegate as you get higher up in corporate America. And why do you have to make $100,000 in a year? When you can make $100,000 a month. Okay. Now the platform that we use to do this is Tradera. Okay. I would not recommend going anywhere else because Tradera is actually the best platform that I've found to do this. All right, that you don't go on YouTube and think you can look at a few videos, jump on a live account, and think you're just gonna make millions of dollars. Okay, that's not how it works. You have to actually learn this stuff. So Tradera is a financial services provider offering Forex education, trading, and training. It's founded in 2019 by two young guys, Cody Sell and Easton Harris. Okay, these guys are like 24 years old. They're retired. Okay, yes, it's amazing. The company is based in the U.S. and based in Dallas, Texas. So when you go ahead and sign up on Tradera and get the membership and get the material, you're going to, it's almost like an online school, so to speak, and you're learning how to trade. They're going to teach you the terminology. So you're going to get on-demand trading education. You get trade alerts, market analysis from the CEO, small study groups. You're going to learn some trading strategies and find out what works for you. You have master traders who actually have live trading sessions, and you can actually go on there and do what we say copy and paste. You watch what you see them do, you do what they do, and you can profit off of that. All right, we have a big Facebook and Telegram community. We'll teach you the market forecast when it's, when they're trending up or it's trending down. And those little things that we're showing you, the candlesticks, we'll show you how that actually works. Okay, and to do all of that is not $99 a month. Guys, it's an amazing thing. Yes, only $99 a month, which is so amazing because I've just showed you trades that were more than $99 in one trade, okay? And I've made that 10 times over, to be honest with you, okay? I have shoes that cost more than $99, just to be honest with you. Nothing in the world is actually free, okay? It's about putting your money where you can profit in anything that you do in life, all right? We spend more than that on food and other things, and for clothes that we wear seasonally. Okay, we need to invest in ourselves. So it's important we understand the power of money. But I'm going to show you something as well, because there's two parts to what Tradera offers, because foreign exchange is such an amazing thing where you can get that $99 for free. And it's not even, it's just crazy, but it's real. All right, because the goal here is to change lives and impact lives. All right. And so when you go ahead and sign up with Tradera and you start getting in the foreign exchange education, you're going to get something what we call a playbook, so to speak. So Megan, one of our leaders, actually put together, her and her sister Reagan put together this wonderful playbook, and it'll give you step by step where you should go, what you have to do. All right. And so after this call we're doing tonight, Megan herself has a call that she does. And she actually gives you the vision, right? I give you I give you the format, the program, and she gives you like a bigger vision of what Tradera offers and how it can impact your lives. And Kristy's going to put it in the chat. So if you guys want to jump on that later on, you can. All right. But you go into playbooks. That's when you first do when you sign up. And then this is what it looks like when you get in, when you sign up and you get in Tradera. This is what we call the back office. And then so what you would do is you go into client and you click on Trade Academy and you start learning this information in the back office, right? So these are online classes that are offered. You learn some of the terminology. And again, we go over this. Kristy and I, we teach a new beginners class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on Tuesdays, we help you get set up with your demo account and your Metatrader 4 and how to take a trade alert. And then Thursday, we'll go over some of the stuff from the back office that we'll want to show you guys with support and resistance and stuff, different kind of terminologies, okay? But when you first get into this, that's the goal, right? You want to take the new beginners trading class, all right? And then you want to go into the back office and you want to actually learn some of that stuff. So when you get the new beginners trading class, and on day one, we'll set up a brokerage and a demo account, and we'll show you how to take an actual trade alert, okay? And so at that point, you can then go into the back office and watch some of those videos and start learning the trading process, learn how it actually works, all right? And some videos are really short, some are a little bit longer, okay? But all in all, if you dedicate about an hour and a half a day, you can actually be successful in doing that. And so this is some of the other stuff that you'll learn with Tradera. You'll know when to enter the market and take a trade, how to calculate your risk and reward, recognizing support and resistance. Those are terms that you'll learn. How to find trends in the market, how to understand the market structure, how to master the candlesticks. Okay. we're going to talk about downloading Metatrader 4, which is a software platform that we use. And then we're going to share some broker names with you. I told you guys about E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. We use Hugo's Way. Yeah, LQDFX, that's another one. But you'll have to find out the broker that actually works for you, okay? And then you're going to find out, once you start doing your research and you start going to the back office and start learning this, you're going to figure out what trading strategy actually works for you, all right? And then you choose the best strategy that works for you. I figured out that currencies just wasn't my thing. Indices were better for me. That's why I trade US 30. But you'll figure that out, okay? So by week 2, okay, once you've actually gone on the back office, you attended the new beginners trading classes, I really strongly recommend that you find one currency pair and really learn it so you can learn how trading works. After that, you could probably learn 2, 3, okay, and then you'll be able to dip and dabble in some other stuff. But I wouldn't recommend learning all these currency pairs all in one, but just kind of pick one and just kind of follow it and see what it does. I would definitely then, by week 2, commit to live trading sessions so you can see how live traders actually mark their charts and how they actually take trades. Okay, and then you pick a strategy that actually works for you. I'm a scalper. I like to get in for a few seconds, get in and get the trade, get my profit, and get out of there. All right, and so you have swing trader, day trader, positional trader. Right, you're going to figure out which one works for you, and then you're going to create your own trading plan based on all the education that you get from the back office. So by week 3, you can actually open a live account. All right, based on all the information that you have, go in there and actually start making money. Okay. And that's just the beautiful thing about this. Now, there are other platforms that you can actually use, but this is what they cost, okay? You can do your own research on it, but we've taken the liberty to kind of do a little bit of that for you. As you can see some of these prices here, the reason why they charge you these prices is because of what I just showed you, right? They know that you can take 10 cents, right, and make $200. You can take $10 and make a whole lot of money. So they're going to charge you for the education a lot more because they want to profit off of you, okay? But we're not trying to do that here. We wanted you to learn the information. We want you to be successful. And so it's only $99 a month. Once you start paying $99, if you want to become an independent business owner, it's going to be $15 a month. So it'll be like $114 altogether to be an independent business owner. Well, once you start actually doing your trading and everything, guys, and be profitable, you're going to tell people about it. You just are, okay? You want to tell your kids, and you want to tell your family, your friends, and people like that, because you want them to learn the skill set. All right. So Tradera already knows that. So what they decide to do is, just because you're a valuable member. So when they said, if you simply refer 3 people, you get your membership free. Okay. If you refer 3 people, you get your membership for free. So you won't have to pay $99 anymore once you actually get your membership for free. At that point, you'll have to pay your $15 to become an independent business owner. Why? Well, guess why? Because once you get your 3 people and you say, okay, I'm no longer going to pay $99, I'm still getting this education. Well, those 3 people, you want them to get their $99 paid for them. So you want to refer them to get 3 people. Well, at that point, guys, that's 12 people. So now Tradera says, we're going to give you a residual for that. And so you get $125 a week residual money, or $500 a month just for that. And those 3 people start referring 3 people. You guys start doing the math. And then you get $1,000 a month, then $2,000 a month, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. You get $100,000 a month just off referring people to a product that they can make a lot of money off of. Now, guys, this is just a residual part. This is not even trading, okay? This is something that you're going to do by default. You're going to tell people about it. Don't think you won't, because if you think you're making $500 a day trading and you're going to be making 10 grand a month, and you go from living in an apartment to living in a $400,000 or $500,000 home because you're doing that trading and think nobody's going to ask you what you're doing, you're sadly mistaken. They will ask you. So without you, if you say, I'm not going to tell anybody, they will find out. All right. And you want to share this with people. You want to impact somebody else's life. Okay. And that's the whole goal. All you need is to get 3 people. They get 3. And you start impacting people's lives. All right. This actually goes all the way up. Here's the deal. They have just changed the composition plan where it goes all the way up to like $1 million a month, because it's just so lucrative. right? The Forex exchange market is lucrative, right? Dominique Barbie is one of our leaders. She makes $200,000 a month just off referring people, okay? She's 29 years old. She's retired, all right? A good friend of ours and one of our great leaders, Megan Lynch, $100,000 a month, just off of the residual part of this. This is just referring three people kind of thing. Guys, she used to be a high school teacher. She retired. In a matter of months, she made that money. Every Monday, you get a check for that, okay? So the next thing I want you guys to do, right? Now that you have all the information, you got the residual side you can tackle, use that money to trade, use that money to pay whatever you want to do. And then you learn the skill set of actually trading, right? You want to get the membership. So get with the person that invited you tonight. Get with the person that got you in here. They'll get you all signed up. They'll get you taken care of, and you can start getting this education and start learning how to trade. It will change your life. I promise you, right? So I want to take any questions now, guys.